So this place is either called Crunch, or it's called Sandwich Uprising, or it's called both things. I don't really know. There's only one of these, but I saw people on TikTok. I saw two people on TikTok being so desperately in love with it that I had to come and give it a go. And not being funny, even recording this intro, people have been walking past me going, "Oh, it's that Crunch place." So I don't know. Is it any good? I've no idea. But as a wise food blogger once said, let's give it a go. So the reason why I wanted to do this place was that I saw two TikToks about it, which raved about it to the extent that I was like, I've got to try this. Because to be honest, I love sandwiches so much that if I could eat sandwiches for every meal, I would. And this place seems pretty promising, right? So it's very, very small. They've only got one outlet in Soho. I don't normally do single outlet places, but I've come to Wasabi over the road and bought a second lunch so that I can feel justified in sitting down. Because I think I need a bit more space, because I would have been sitting opposite the person who made it, and that felt a bit too much. The menu there is really, look, it's exactly what you would do if you set up one place that did one thing really well. They've got, from memory, I can vaguely see the menu over the road. They've got like 5 sandwiches. I've bought the steak sandwich. They did like, again from memory, they did like a Angus burger, steak sandwich, buffalo collie burger, which looked really good, a chicken thing, and a lasagna one. The lasagna one had sold out. This place opened 27 minutes ago. So they either made one golden lasagna sandwich or it's really popular. But there's already a queue out the door 27 minutes after open. Let me show you the video of opening it up. So it's really nicely presented. Lovely box sitting in there. I'm going to do another video now of unwrapping it so we can see what it looks like unwrapped. Or actually, no, I'm not going to unwrap it because it's going to fall apart. I think basically I'm just going to go for it. Actually, no, I'm going to get a video of what it looks like. Hold on. Now what I've done here is I've allowed my expectations to just go crazy. Like, I am fully expecting this to be one of the best things to ever eat. Let's give it a go. This is an extremely good sandwich. Like, this is fantastic. It has gone a little bit soggy, just literally in the 6 minutes. So I think if I would suggest, if you're going to go for this place, you really do. You don't want to be walking this 10-15 minutes back to the office. You need to kind of eat it as you go. And there is only like 9 places to sit down in there, so it's a plan accordingly. This is a completely perfect sandwich. This was £15. So it's not a cheap sandwich. But you can tell the only way they can... I mean, Soho rent, bit of profit, looking fancy, fine. But this is... okay, I can't stop raving about the sandwich. I'm just going to eat it and I'll, do the review in a bit. See you soon. So this is the 3rd time that I've recorded this video, and the reason why this might be weirdly framed is I went down to do the review of Crunch. Immediately after doing Crunch, went to go and do Bone Daddies. What I hadn't realised is the open camera that I use on Android to record these videos has apparently developed a fault whereby the front camera doesn't work. I do not have any idea why. I've tried uninstalling it, reinstalling it. I don't know what could be causing that, but it means I can't see what it is that I'm recording. But it also means that I've recorded this review for Crunch. This is the 3rd time I've recorded it. What they are doing is fantastic. It's perfect. It's kind of what you want to do if you're a food entrepreneur. When you think about street food, for me, what street food is kind of like answering the question, what does blank do next, right? What does pizza do next? What do burgers do next? And street food allows a food entrepreneur to do that. So as long as if you love food and you've got a talent for creating it and you're operationally reasonably adept and you've got the ability, you've got enough business acumen about you to kind of start growing the business and getting the team around you to do it properly, street food, when done like they have done it at Crunch, which is one thing, really strong focus, really pouring a lot into it, probably spending too much money and not taking enough profit, I suspect, you can come up with something which is truly fantastic. What they're doing there is superb and exactly on that sweet spot of what you want to do, because part of... We're going to come on to talking about why I'm doing food reviews in the context of journalistic integrity within YouTube food reviews. This is what you want to do. What I want to be able to do with my audience is be able to say, look, you can go here, you can spend 50 or however much it is, £15, £20, £50, and you can get more than that in value back, because that's what we are trying to do. We don't want to be on the average bit of the bell curve. We definitely don't want to be on the bit where we're not getting the value we expect. We want to be getting a bit more, and Crunch does that. That is a £30 sandwich for £15. Superb. So about a year and a half ago, I was in hospital recovering, and I discovered Food Review Club. And for the purposes of the tape, what I'm about to say as part of that part of the journey is completely not related to what I'm about to say about journalistic standards. And I kind of was really intrigued. It was like, actually, I really like watching this. I love food. I love it. It's that almost those kind of tropes you get on YouTube. Like it's like unboxing. Like, why is it ASMR? Why is it peaceful and relaxing and entertaining to watch people doing these things which are kind of boring, right? So obviously this has been a bit of a week where we've been where a lot of the creators who are behaving in a way that is not sociopathic, right? They're going and they're doing the reviews and they're putting their own money in and they're building a business off the back of it, or doing it for love and getting a bit of money out the other side, are all falling over themselves, saying, look, we're not charging for reviews because there are a unquantified number of bad apples that are doing that. And I'm very direct, I'm very forthright, and I will say that charging whatever you are doing, if you are out there doing reviews and it is not obvious you're being paid for it, whatever it is, it's straightforwardly offensive. Like it's borderline sociopathic to be presenting to an audience that are going to make the assumption that you're being free and fair and honest, and you are being intentionally misleading in order to line your own pockets. It's interesting none of the reviews come out put it quite that way. It's aberrant. It is just so not the right thing to do. Some of this is long-winded me of saying, look, I'm just at the beginning of this journey. I do want to turn this into a bigger channel. I do want the following. I do want some of the commercial success that comes from that. But I'm a tech guy. Like, if I'm going to take a sponsorship, I'll do PCB Way or Squarespace or some VPN provider, right? Whatever. I'm not going to be charging people kind of like appearance fees or taking, pay-for-play reviews. It's crazy. But that's really the point. What has happened with Crunch is exactly why and although I'm talking to a load of people I don't really know, I suspect everyone is doing this, is kind of like, I want an audience of people that I can share with and say, this place is doing something fantastic, you should go and give it a go. Right, so let's talk about tactically how you deal with Crunch. The problem with Crunch is you have to do that with intent. If you want to get the value out of it, because of how physics works in the world of toast, if you put hot toast in contact with a flat surface, it will sweat and it will go soggy. In the 7 minutes it took me to get the sandwich over the road, set up the camera and do the review, there was already some adulteration of that bread. It was already, like, just maybe 1 centimetre, 2 centimetres on one side was going soggy. You can't go there and walk it back to the office and stop and, have a chat with a friend on the way or get distracted by a phone call. You have to go there and do it really deliberately, and there's only 9 or 10 seats in there, so if you want to sit down in there, you're going to be shoulder to shoulder with other people and you're going to have to be lucky, right? But it's worth it. But that's what you have to put in. That's how the universe is balancing itself out, right? They are giving you a £30 sandwich for 15. You have to put up with the fact that you may be standing in the middle of Dean Street, Soho, eating a sandwich in the rain, one of the best sandwiches you'll ever have. Anyway, Crunch is fantastic. Charging it for reviews is an appalling behaviour, and if you're going to do Crunch, do it with intent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.